Hello, anyone not still living in the 1970s. We interrupt your day to bring you this announcement. Husker Ninja is in the building. Alright guys, we are here today with episode number 5 of the Memphis Tigers Dynasty here on NCAA 14. Following a nail-biting win on the road in UConn last week, a 36-30 victory in ESPN's number 2 Winston Classic, Memphis improves to 2-0 in American Athletic play, and they are 3-1 overall, halfway to bowl eligibility. They're taking on UCF at home this week, a team that's 2-1, 1-0 in conference. And we'll see if they can improve to 3-0 in conference and get even closer to bowl eligibility. Hello everyone, welcome to Liberty Bowl Memorial Stadium in Memphis, Tennessee. We got a Week 6 matchup for you here today between the 3-1 Memphis Tigers and the 2-1 UCF Knights. Memphis returns home following a nitty-gritty, nail-biting road victory last week in Storrs, Connecticut. That one was a 36-30 victory for Memphis. A back-and-forth game that went down to the wire, and the number 2 Instant Classic on ESPN. Anyway, that win left Memphis at 3-1 and 2-0 in American play, and they're halfway to bowl eligibility. We'll see if they can get that 4th win and be even closer to sewing up a bowl game here today against UCF. This Memphis offense will take the field first, led by impact sophomore tailback Brandon Hayes. On first down, he'll run forward for a gain of 3. He's had 82 rushes, 393 yards, and 6 touchdowns this year. And this is a game against UCF that Memphis is not expected to win. In fact, they're expected to get destroyed. And on second down, Tevin Jones gets an 11-yard reception out to the 35. Actually, they'll mark him down at the 34. It's still a Memphis first down either way. Alright, so we'll see if Memphis can hold their own and maybe even pull off the upset. And Memphis' lone loss, a Week 2 road loss in Oxford, Mississippi. Memphis was in that game until the very end. And Jesse Millison, the tight end, with a 3-yard catch on first down, sets up 2nd and 7 from their own 37. Memphis is 2-0 at home this year. It'd be nice to improve it to 3-0, but they've got their work cut out for them. And there was an open man, couldn't make the catch. That was actually a pretty nice throw there out of Karam. Just the receiver wasn't paying attention, so it's incomplete. Here you go, 3rd down and 7. Karam wants to take a shot deep. It's knocked away by Clayton Gaithers. So Memphis did an okay job, moved the ball a little bit, but ultimately they've got a punt. Because, this is just not worth going for yet. If they were closer to midfield, I could see it. But Hornsby's punt is going to be taken by Godfrey at the 16, and he's hit hard by Brooks at the 27. That'll be where actually 29, sorry. And that'll be where this potent UCF offense starts, led by senior quarterback, I believe, Blake Bortles. Maybe he's only a junior, I don't remember. Pressure comes, Blake Bortles goes down. Corey Brown sacks him on first down, and that'll set up 2nd and 17. And I gotta tell you something, this Memphis defense, they've actually played pretty well so far this year. They've forced quite a few turnovers, and they've kept their team in it while this inadequate offense tries to improve. Bortles throws on the run. It's incomplete. And now it's 3rd and long. 3rd down, 17 to go, ball at their own 22. UCF doesn't really want to go 3 and out to start the game. That may just be what happens. We'll see. They want Johnson on the screen. He broke 1 tackle. Winton McManus knocks him out of bounds before he can get much more, though. It's a 5-yard reception, but that'll still leave him 12 yards shy of the first. And so UCF goes 3 and out on their first drive of the game. It's a pretty solid punt there. Will be taken by Harris out across the 45, and he's knocked out at the 47. 15-yard return by Carl Harris. And good field position here for Memphis on their second drive of the game. We got some big news on the recruiting front this week as the first commitment of the Yakov Kolenkov era is in. And on first down, they want to take a shot deep. And that was an underthrown ball picked off by McClain. Probably should have never been thrown. And Jacob Karam, that's got to be at least his 13th interception. Maybe it's more like his 15th pick on the year. He just has not had a good start to his freshman campaign. So now the UCF defense gets a turnover. And pretty good field position for this UCF offense. Blake Bortles got absolutely wrecked by Corey Jones. Corey Jones blew that read option up in the backfield. It's a loss of 3. 2nd down and 13 from their own 29. But as we were saying, the first commit of the Yakov Kolenkov era is in. And, you know, Memphis needs a punter, what with Hornsby being a senior and all. Nice deflection there by Charles Harris to set up 3rd and long. Coach Yakov Kolenkov knows, hey, Memphis needs a punter, so he went and got one. The first commitment of the Yakov Kolenkov era as they go to Johnson on the screen, and it doesn't work. 1-yard reception before Charles Harris takes him down, so the interception leads to no points. But Brandon McDonald, the 6'1", 213-pound punter out of Mulberry, Florida, is the first ever commitment of the Yakov Kolenkov era here in Memphis. And hopefully there are many, many more commits to follow. And we'll have to see, especially this first year, how this first recruiting class pans out. Is getting a lot of good commits right away who fit the scheme you want to run, and it would go a long way to helping bring Memphis back to relevance. Wants to throw, that's knocked away, intended for Tevin Jones. So it'll be 2nd down for Memphis from their own 38. 2:35 to go first quarter. We still got a 0-0 ball game. They give to Hayes on 2nd and 10, and he's got all of a yard. 2 carries, 4 yards for Brandon Hayes. And Memphis is 0 for 1 on 3rd downs. Here's a 3rd and 9. They send a lot of defenders out deep. Wants to take a shot. Knocked away, intended for K1 Malone. Karam's 2 for 7, 14 yards and an INT. And again, I think Memphis, they should just punt it. They're not even to midfield yet. Not even to the 40 yet, and just 4th and 9, it's not worth it. Fair catch called for at the 13. So a nice flip of field position there by Hornsby, the senior punter. Actually, they'll mark him down at the 14, my bad. Out comes this UCF offense. They've had 2 3-and-outs to start the game. Can this Memphis defense do a solid job again and again? Corey Brown blowing it up in the backfield on 1st down. So 3 first down plays for UCF, 3 tackles for loss for Corey Jones. Or not Corey Jones, Corey Brown. The first one was a 7-yard sack. Then it was a 3-yard tackle for loss. Now it's a 2-yard tackle for loss. 2nd and 12. Down goes Blake Bortles. Dion Whitty, the corner, came free off the blitz. And now it's 3rd and forever. 3rd down, 21 to go. They're all the way down at their own 3. 0 for 2 on 3rd downs already today. And Memphis' defense is looking to get another one. Bobby McCain takes Blake Davis down after a 3-yard rush. 4th and 18 from their own 6. And I would expect Coach Yakov to dial up, punt and block, and they're going to try and get after him on this one. And that is exactly what they do. Harris will return it. He's down to the 30. Great field position for Memphis to start this drive. They're already at the UCF 30-yard line. 48 seconds left first quarter. We still have a scoreless game. That was underneath, caught by Joe Craig. He broke a tackle. Joe Craig inside the 5. Joe Craig into the end zone. 30-yard score for Joe Craig. And Memphis strikes first. They've got a 6-0 lead with 43 seconds left in the quarter. Elliott tacks on the extra point. And Memphis strikes first here against UCF. They've got a 7-0 lead. And with the way this defense is played, that may be enough, may not be, but we'll see if this defense can keep playing well and force a stop. Team defense, negative 12 yards allowed, 2 sacks. This defense has had a very good first quarter. Oh no, it wasn't Corey Brown, it was some other guy. But on first down, they give to Storm Johnson, and he's got 11 yards, and that's the first down of the game for UCF. They got it out to their own 36, and you gotta wonder if maybe Blake Bortles has this defense figured out. Bortles on the run, throws to Jeff Godfrey, and he beat the zone. He's got 19 yards, and all of a sudden, UCF is on the move down to the 44 of Memphis. And we are under 20 seconds to go now, first quarter. It's a 7-0 Memphis lead. Thompson goes in motion. Bortles wants to pass. Goes underneath to Davis. Broke a tackle. Lonnie Ballantyne will wrap him up, but it's still an 8-yard catch for Blake Davis. And that takes us to the end of the first quarter. 1 gone, 3 to go here in Memphis, Tennessee. And the hometown Memphis Tigers have a 7-0 lead over the UCF Knights. But the Knights are on the move. They've got a 2nd and 2 from the Memphis 36 as we begin the second quarter. Blake Bortles looking to get this offense in the end zone and tie the game. Brown throws underneath to Miller, broke 1 tackle. Broke another, and he's got 10 yards, does Kevin Miller. Down to the 22 of Memphis. No, not 22, 26, my bad. Bortles is 5 for 7 for 43 yards. And UCF has to be in field goal range. Can this Memphis defense come up and make a play? They give to Johnson. He's brought down out of about the line of scrimmage. They'll give him 1 yard. That's up 2nd and 9 from the 25. Memphis' defense looking to at least force a field goal try here, and UCF is thinking end zone. Bortles wants to throw underneath, incomplete, intended for Tukes. It was pretty decent coverage, but still easily could have been caught. 0 for 3 on 3rd downs is this UCF offense today. Here's a 3rd and 9. Bortles wants to pass. They got a man coming on the blitz, so it's underneath to Perriman. Rashad Perriman wrapped up shy of the first down. He got 5, needed 9. That's up a 4th and 4, and UCF's got to settle for a field goal. UCF, sorry, my bad. The field goal attempt is up and through the uprights. 4:52 to go first half. It's a 7-3 Memphis lead. And the kickoff will be taken from Craig at about the 1-yard line. Craig's got a block. Joe Craig out across the 45. It's a 46-yard return. And they will mark him down at the 46. So really excellent field position here for Memphis. They're already only 54 yards away from pay dirt. They give to Hayes on first down. He's got a tough time getting anything going. In fact, Deion Green will take him down behind the line. It's a loss of 1. Hayes 3 carries, 3 yards. This running game has to get more involved. That starts with the offensive line being able to hold down some blocks, giving some running room for Hayes to be able to run through. They want Hayes on the screen. Hayes got a block and he's wrapped up at about midfield, but there is a flag. Looks like a roughing the passer call, and it will indeed be roughing the passer on E.J. Dunston. That'll set Memphis up with the first down at the 36 of UCF. And with 4:10 to go until halftime, Memphis could be thinking 6 again, and they can certainly take their time. They don't need to be in any hurry. They give to Hayes on first down, and Hayes only gets 2 yards. 4 carries, a grand total of 5 yards for Brandon Hayes. 2nd and 8 from the 34 of UCF, under 3:40 to go till half. Hayes, he's going to run it again on 2nd down, and he's got 3 yards out to the 31. So that's up 3rd down and 5. Memphis is 0 for 2 on 3rd downs, but this is a manageable 3rd and 5. And 3rd and 5 from the UCF 31. Goes on the slant. There's Joe Craig. And Joe Craig has 12 yards on 3rd and 5. Sets up first down. 2 catches, 42 yards for Joe Craig. He's also got a receiving touchdown. And Memphis has it a first down at the 19 of UCF. First red zone trip today for this Tigers offense. Karen will give to Hayes on first down, and he's wrapped up right away. 1 yard for Hayes. He got 6 carries, 9 yards. Second and 9 from the UCF 18. Under 2.5 to go till halftime here in Memphis. They give to Hayes, and Hayes, he runs up the middle for about 3 yards. A call it 3rd and 7 from the 15. And you're in field goal range. Don't do anything stupid to turn it over. 1 for 3 on 3rd downs is Memphis. This one's a 3rd and pretty long. Had Millison on a route, just overthrew him. And I think at this point you gotta try and take the points. Here you go, the kick from Elliott. It is up and it is down the middle. 1:55 to go till halftime. It's a 10-3 Memphis lead. So the great return doesn't get them into the end zone, but at least they get points. And Hornsey will boot this one out of the back of the end zone. They'll take it out to the 25. And UCF still has plenty of time. They've got all 3 timeouts and 1:55 to work with. So they could conceivably go right down the field and tie it up before halftime. Bortles wants to pass on first down, caught by Tukes. Tukes broke a tackle. Bobby McCain will take Justin Tukes down after an 8-yard reception. Sets up 2nd and 2 from the 33. And UCF did burn their first time out of the half there. 2nd down, 2 yards away from a first. Bortles throws underneath, caught by Godfrey. This time Charles Harris makes the tackle. Still 6 yards in the first for Godfrey. He's got two catches, 25 yards today. Blake Bortles is having himself a pretty good game. He's 8 for 11 passing. Bortles hit as he throws. Knocked away by Bakari Hollier. Hollier, your player of the game in last week's instant classic against UConn. He had 3 interceptions, 1 was returned for 6, and he had the game-winning tackle on 4th down. And he knocks it away there. 2nd and 10. Randall Hall gets 9 yards. That's up 3rd and 1. 1 catch, 9 yards for Hall. Bortles is 9 for 13 for 71 yards. 3rd and 1. Ball is on the 48. Coming up on just under 1:10 to go. They've got Tukes open. He's got a first down. 2 catches, 14 yards for Justin Tukes. And they've got it at the Memphis 46. Coming up on a minute to go till halftime here. 46 yards away from a tie game. Bortles wants to take a shot, hit as he throws. Has Perriman open. Rashad Perriman got 23 yards. 11 for 15, 100 yards today for Blake Bortles. And it is 1st and 10 from the Memphis 23. UCF burned their 2nd timeout there. Still got 52 seconds and 1 timeout to work with. Only need 23 yards for a touchdown. Blake Bortles is sacked. Charles Harris broke free and flung the quarterback down. Sets up 2nd and 17, followed the 7-yard sack. Memphis has at least 3 of those today, and Bortles will just throw it away. All of a sudden, it's 3rd and long. 3rd down, 17 to go. Ball on the Memphis 30. 32 seconds left first half. UCF 1 for 5 on 3rd downs. They're facing a 3rd and 17 right here. Bortles wants to throw. As a man caught by Perriman, but he couldn't get the first down. He got 17 yards, but they'll mark him inches shy of the first. And UCF is going to take a gamble and go for it. They don't want a field goal, they want the first. 4th and inches. Johnson in motion. Blake Bortles wrapped up behind the line. He lost 2 yards. It was Winton McManus who got to him first, I think. And so now Memphis can think about maybe driving down the field. They've got 3 timeouts and 25 seconds to work with. Karam wants to take a shot. Joe Craig right off his hands. They had him and he couldn't hang on. 2nd and 10. And I wonder if maybe now Memphis just looks to run the clock out and get into the locker room. Karam, he's got 10 yards. Sets up 3rd down and inches. Ball's at the 25. And Memphis does burn their first time out right there. They're 1 for 4 on 3rd downs. This is 3rd and very short. They give to Hayes. Hayes tries to get to the outside. He doesn't, but he's still got 6 yards. And I imagine this is where they go no huddle, try and take a shot deep. Trying to get him to hurry up. They'll snap it. Karam throwing it deep. Incomplete, intended for K1 Malone. 5 seconds left in the first half, and I imagine this is just a throw it deep. And see if you can't come down with the Hail Mary play. This should be the final play of the first half right here. Karam is going to be sacked, and so they're going to go ahead and call a timeout with 1 second left in the first half. 3rd down and 18. The clock will expire on this play. How far can Jacob Karam throw a football? Throws deep, overthrows everyone, it's incomplete. And that takes us to halftime. Memphis with a 10-3 lead. And Coach Yakov is going to roll the dice right out of the gate to start the second half. They're sending them out for an onside kick. It's picked up by Perriman. And this has been a pretty tight game. I think he's like, you know what, let's see if we can't get it. Catch him napping, get the ball, and take a 2-score lead. It doesn't work though, and now the ball's out of the Memphis 41. We'll see if this defense can make a play. They had a pretty good first half, only gave up 3 points. Johnson gets 4 on first down, a 4-yard catch there, so that's up 2nd and 6. 2nd down, 6 yards to the first. Ball's on the 36 of Memphis. Actually, sorry, 37. Bortles. No, the man, it's J.J. Wharton. He's got 7 yards and a first down. Brown does make the stop, but not before they get the first down. 113 yards for UCF, only 79 for Memphis. But the Tigers have a 10-3 lead. They give to Johnson, and Johnson's got a ton of running room. 20 yards for Storm Johnson. 3 rushes, 32 yards, and it'll be 1st and 10 from the 10. Barely a minute gone here, 3rd quarter. Thompson goes in motion, they give to Davis. Blake Davis hit and stuffed after a 4-yard run. Sets up 2nd and 6 from the Memphis 6. Bobby McCain made his 5th stop of the game on that last play. 6 yards away from the end zone on 2nd down. They give to Johnson. He's got 5 yards down to the 1, but he's wrapped up shy of the end zone. 1 for 6 on 3rd downs. It's 3rd and 1 here. Will this Memphis defense hold? They give to Davis, and he stops short. Met right at the line of scrimmage by Terry Redden. And what a job. No, they got to hold out for one more play. It's 4th and goal from the 1. 0 for 1 on 4th downs today. They need a yard. Davis is brought down behind the line of scrimmage. UCF 2 plays to get 1 yard, and this Memphis defense turns him away. What a goal line stand by this Memphis Tigers defense. And UCF gets nothing. They give to Hayes on 1st down, right up the middle for a gain of 6. 9 carries, 24 yards for Brandon Hayes. It is 2nd and 4 from the 8. Under 3:40 to go, 3rd quarter. It's a 10-7 Memphis lead in what has been a very defensive game. Karam gets the edge. He's out across the 20. It's a 14-yard rush on the read option. 3 rushes, 16 yards for Karam. Memphis has it down at their own 22, and now they've got a bit of breathing room to work with. As a man open over the middle, it's Tyreek Patrick. 21 yards for Tyreek Patrick on 1st down. 1 catch, 21 yards for Patrick. Karam is 6 for 15 with 80 yards, a touchdown, and an INT. And Memphis has it out on their own 43, I believe. They give to Hayes on first down. He's got 2. They call it 2nd and 8 from their own 45. Under 2:50 to go, third quarter. Memphis leading 10-3. Goes underneath, caught by Tyreek Patrick again. Patrick has 8 yards and another first down. 2 catches, 29 yards for Tyreek Patrick. And that last one will put him into UCF territory down to the 47. 8 first downs for UCF, 7 for Memphis. Looking on the slant, and that was a mistake. The second interception of the day by Karam. He threw it a little too far, intended for Jones. No, not Jones. Joe Craig, sorry. And this UCF defense has their second turnover. So good field position for the UCF offense. Again, they got Randall Hall with the 3-yard catch on first down. That will set up a 2nd and 7. Bortles on the read option. It's a fumble picked up by Tank Jakes. And that's the first turnover of the game for UCF. How about this Memphis defense? They've come to play today, huh? Tank Jakes falls on that fumbled option pitch. In fact, the pitch was nearly intercepted right out of the gate. Goes on the slant. Oh my gosh, overthrown. 3rd interception of the game for Jacob Karam. And they just wasted the defense's fumble recovery. He airmailed that intended for K1 Malone, who was open. They throw it underneath, and not so high, and it's caught, and it's a first down. Instead, it's interception number 3. Storm Johnson gets 10 yards and a first down. And this Memphis defense has played pretty well all day. We'll see if they can come up with another stop, because this Memphis offense is just that bad. Johnson with the 3-yard run on first down sets up 2nd and 7 from the 31. Bortles wants to run the read option. He's going to be thrown down after a 6-yard rush. Sets up a 3rd and 2, 8 carries and negative 3.8 yard average for Blake Bortles. 3rd down and 2 from their own 36. UCF 1 for 7 on 3rd downs today. Wharton going in motion. Bortles wants to pass. He's going to have to throw it away, and this Memphis defense stands tall, and they force another punt. 55 seconds to go, third quarter, and this Memphis defense has played very well through almost 3 full quarters. Can this offense get another score is a question. Carl Harris, a 12-yard return. And Memphis will set up shop at their own 35. I wonder if maybe they're just going to run the ball following interceptions on back-to-back pass attempts. And Jacob Karam's woeful freshman season continues as he's got 3 more picks today. Hayes with 4 yards on first down. 11 rushes, 30 yards for Brandon Hayes. Alright, here we go. It is 2nd down and 6. Goes over the middle, caught by Jesse Millison. He's got 4 yards. And that should take us to the end of the 3rd quarter. And it will. We've played 3 quarters here in Memphis. The hometown Memphis Tigers holding on to a 10-3 lead against UCF. Can they finish it off? Find out when we come back. Yo, a 3rd down and 1 from about the 44. That was underneath, caught by Tyreek Patrick, and he's got a 1st down. Gain of 7. And Memphis moves the chains. 1st down from the 49 of UCF. 9 for 20, 99 yards, 1 touchdown, 3 interceptions for Jacob Karam. And on 1st down, they give to Brandon Hayes. He's got 2. 12 rushes, 32 yards today for Brandon Hayes. 2nd and 8, under 5.5 to go in the game. Goes on the slant, caught by Kayvon Malone. He's got 11 yards in the 1st. That was a nice throw there by Karam. 1st down from the 36 of UCF. Almost in field goal range, I do believe. And Hayes just lost 3 yards. So that's the last thing you want. Demetrius Anderson making the play in the backfield. Hayes, 13 rushes, 29 yards. There you go, it's 2nd and 9. That's intercepted by Davis. Reggie Travis will make the stop, but that is interception number 4 today for Jacob Karam.